Most Australians think they have been responsible with money. They avoid debt, they smash the mortgage, they don't take the risk, and yet they feel like they're running hard but not moving forward. The problem isn't the debt itself, it's how the debt is being used or avoided without understanding the system. I see this every week. Clients come to me saying, I just want to be debt-free. And I understand where it comes from. Debt feels stressful, risky and uncomfortable. But here's the part no one explains clearly in Australia. Not all the debts are the same. Avoiding the wrong kind of debt can actually slow your wealth down. I'm Amol from Ask Financials. I'm an Australian mortgage broker and property investor. Today, I want to walk you through how the debt actually works inside the lending system. Not hype, not shortcut, just clarity. This isn't about taking on more risks. It's about understanding which debt helps you and which debt quietly holds you back. Section 1. The core misunderstanding about debt. Most people see the debt as one bucket. Debt equals bad, no debt equals safe. And banks don't see it that way. And neither does our tax system. There are two very different types of debt. Number one, the debt that relies on your salary. The second one is the debt that is supported by the assets or income producing investments. Treating these as the same thing is where most of the people go wrong. Section 2. Salary dependent debt. Let's start with the type of debt most Australians have. Car loans, credit cards, personal loans, lifestyle upgrades. This kind of debt doesn't grow in value, doesn't produce any income, must be repaid purely from your salary. This is the debt that creates the pressure. More repayments, less flexibility, and impacts your borrowing capacity. This is the debt you want to minimize aggressively. Section 3. Asset-backed debt. Now compare that with the debt linked to an asset. For example, investment property lending, your business lending, structured investment loans. Here, the asset contributes to the repayment. Rent helps to service the loan, business income offsets the cost, tax treatment may be different. This doesn't make it risk-free, it just simply makes it more strategic. The goal isn't to carry the debt forever. The goal is to use the debt intentionally instead of fearing it blindly. Section 4. Why interest rates aren't the whole story. Most Australians fixate on one question. What is the interest rate? It's an important question, but not the most important one. The better question is, what does this debt give me in return? If the debt improves your cash flow, builds a long-term asset, strengthens your future options, then the conversation shifts from the fear to structure. If it doesn't, it's probably not worth carrying. Section 5. Where people get hurt. Here's where I slow people down. Debt becomes dangerous when people over-leverage, they assume the market only goes up, they don't leave any buffers and they ignore the serviceability impacts. I've seen people with strong income get stuck because they rushed into debt without planning. The strategy isn't to borrow more, the strategy is to borrow correctly with margin for error. Number 6. How we think about the debt at Ask Financials. When we work with the clients, debt is never the goal. The goal is control, optionality, and long-term security. Debt is just a tool we use when it makes sense and avoid it when it doesn't make sense. We'll look at cash flow, your risk exposures, interest rate buffer, and long-term exit strategies. And most importantly, whether the debt actually moves someone closer to the financial freedom and not just a growth on the paper. Here's what I want you to take away. Debt isn't dangerous, unplanned debt is. Once you understand the difference, fear disappears and the decision becomes more clearer. If you've got a mortgage, existing debt, or plans to invest and you want a clarity on what debt actually makes sense for you, that's a link below to book a strategy session with my team. No pressure, no sales, just a proper advice. I'll see you in the next video.